Hello you lovely people, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. My name's Kirsten, this is where I art and craft, and I've just walked into my craft room, up to my craft desk, and thought, what am I doing? And there's nothing here. Nothing here at all. Today is Friday, so if there's nothing on my desk, and it's a Friday, must be Margarete Miller. And we are on, oh yes, we are on a clothing tag, and I happened to know I was on a clothing tag, and I found this clothing tag when I was sorting out some stuff, so I put it in with Margarete Miller, and that's a clothing tag for this jumper that I often wear in my craft room. It's a lovely jumper, but it's bobbling very badly, and I was tempted to return it because it wasn't cheap. Look how bad it is bobbling, but it's just so cosy and lovely for wearing in here on days like today when it's not exactly warm. Right, drink a coffee because it's not exactly warm. A clothing tag. Let's. I'm just wondering here. I'm of the feeling that maybe we'll end up sticking two pages together and actually have this hanging. We've not done that kind of thing with this collage at all, but oh, it's collage, isn't it? Try and stick to what you're supposed to be doing, Kirsten. But actually, she says, I'm going to sit down. I'm still standing up. I think that's probably too dirty to be using. I'm going to cross-contaminate. I am of a feeling that what I'm actually going to do is, rather than doing... No, I was going to say, rather than doing a page with the tag, maybe what I'll do is I'll collage the tag and then just put that on the page. Actually, yes, I'm going to do that. I'm going to collage the tag and put the tag on the page. No, because that defeats the purpose. The purpose of using the tag is the tag then becomes part of a bigger collage, and it has got this cool anchor on it. I'm certainly not going to use that side. I'll use this side. Oh, eeny meeny miny, oh, which straw shall I go for? I just got a hankering to go for the straw today, which has got bigger pieces in that I don't normally, it's got all my red pieces that I put back in after doing red, and there was less orange. Oh, see, now, you see, this is what happens in this straw. These are bits of card that I've already cut down to make ATCs out of, but never actually made ATCs out of. But some of these, maybe I quite like that as just a bit of, ooh, probably up maybe. Oh yes, this is what I do sometimes. Is when I'm using my antique papers, I then weave them together, the wee strips that are left over, because I hate having, that's too big, but actually, again, I quite like that in there. One of these days that'll end up getting put in a journal, because I think I prefer that underneath. And we'll see how I get that way around. That's that. Oh dear, no, doesn't say C to me. I should maybe stick with things that say C. No, why? Just because that says sea salt, I should need to stick to sea things? But there's some sea colours. That was from blue. That shouldn't even be in there. That should be in that drawer. That was when I was looking for my blues, and I actually have that old sea thing there. Oh, I could maybe use this. This is a tea bag, a painted, stamped tea bag. I don't know what it's doing in there either. That just shows you how bad. Oh, actually, that then brings these two together better, doesn't it? Oh, you see, suddenly, I feel that works. I think because what happens here is the red on here kind of matches, well, it doesn't match, but it ties in with this, and the yellow in here, as it comes up here in the tea dye on it, kind of ties in with this, but this needs attention. If I'm going to do that, which I quite like, I need to do something with this as well. Do I just... See, I did wonder about hanging that. I could put a brad through that. Maybe what I do is I just put this over here. Yes, right, okay. Let's start by putting that out of the way, even though I might have to bring it out again. And actually just sticking this on here. Because why you didn't think of that earlier, Kirsten, I don't know, because that's a very good idea indeed. I think actually I want something else on here as well. I need to wait till that's dried though, but I think... Right, let's look for... I'm just wondering whether to put... I've got a... If I can remember which drawer it's in. This one. I've got some Fashion Women. I do kind of love her, but she's maybe too big. Oh, she's maybe not too big. She's maybe the wrong colour, but there's no reason why she would be embossed, and that would make it shiny, and she doesn't want to be shiny. It covers up the anchor unless I lose that hand. It's just then it speaks to the fact that it's a clothes label. I think I had another one as well. So let's forget that idea, because I'm refusing to go and print anything. I could go and print something out, but I'm refusing to print anything out at the moment. So instead, I still feel that needs something on it. Remember, there are no 6s and 9s of it. I think I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to cut that across there like so. Right. So what I need to decide is, do I want all of that? Do I want, remember, there are no 6s and 9s of any symbol, or squares and crosses, four-sided symbols have no 4s or multiples of 4, i.e. 4, 8 and 12. I think I might have that bottom bit actually. and then put the top bit in my word docket, because I quite like the fact that it's got that. I think that, does that do it? And then I just want to put a split pin in there. Let's get the split pins out. So let's put this bit of, now do I want to just tear that? Let's have that torn, I think, although nothing else is torn. Well, you do have a bit of torn underneath that bit there, don't we? That just gives that little bit of, is that maybe too small? I've torn that now, so it's now too small. Should we try this bit instead? We tear it along there and tear it along there, and then the rest underneath there, so it doesn't notice that it isn't torn. Oh, that's like, do you know what, I kind of like that, because that's like, that's like more of this kind of spray almost, isn't it? Right, okay, don't do that, Kirsten. I think I'm going to take that off as well, and I think I'm going to go again and just go for it square. I'm not feeling it with the tears, so let's just, I think it's because nothing else is torn on it. Let's just do this. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Well, in all honesty, not loving this one, but not hating it either, and I don't think we can expect to love them all. What I need to do is have a think, why don't I love this one? Why don't I love it? Well, I don't love it because of the tag then started constraining me, and then I had an idea to just do the tag and have the tag itself just collaged and hanging on the page, and I should have stuck with that idea. But then I went back to saying, but it's a clothing tag is the prompt, so surely we need to see it's a clothing tag. And if I just collage the tag and then maybe still used a split pen, but split pen it to the actual page, and then I could have stuck these two pages together. I could have stuck the whole thing actually. I could have, couldn't I? And then just gone on to the next book. Because the split bit, I think I would have been happier with it. But it is what it is. So the lesson to learn from that is, don't sit there and say, well, it's a clothing tag. If the clothing tag is the prompt, and once you've got the clothing tag in your hand, if you want to do it differently, then do it differently. Yeah, I wish I'd done that. And now I'm sitting there thinking, have I got another one of these clothing tags to actually do that way on that page? And well, maybe next time we're looking at Margarete Miller. I'm not sure if I've got another one of these. I might have, but I'm not. Let's have a look and see. This is my thing with my tags in. Oh, I have. There's another one there. And actually that one doesn't have all the writing on the back. Oh, that's the, oh, you can't see that these tags all have slightly different colours on the thing, and I've worked out why. Well, it's been a while, and I thought I'd stop doing such things, but clearly not, because I'm talking to you now as I'm finishing up this project. What has happened is I didn't even get the Margarete Miller journal back in its box before I decided that no, I needed to redo that. What happened was this. I looked at that label, clothing label, and went, Kirsten, you really don't like that at all. And what you did was you didn't go with what you wanted to do, what your brain and gut was telling you to do. You decided that you had to stick by a notion, a rule. I see, I'm not even convinced it's a rule as such. Well, it is a kind of rule in one sense. And that's the problem. I decided to stick by the rule because I tend to do that, and in sticking by the rule I ended up with something I didn't really like. The rule being that I was using the tag in a bit of collage, and so I ended up with something I didn't really like. Oh, see, I should have used the other stuff because I forgot this. This is a dressmaking pattern, in case you hadn't gathered. And it's gone on slightly squiffy, but actually that's okay. I just wanted a background on this page. That's alright, that's just because the page is damp. I'm going to let that dry. So this is what you saw I had done. I've now done something else, which involved me getting out my cork material, which I love, but because I don't have a lot of it, and because I have no intention of buying any more of it, well, who knows what the future holds. It sits all away, and it's only when I have something that I think, oh, I want to use cork for, I go and get a bit out, and that means then I have some more to play with. I'm just gluing this down so you can see what I've done. And so what we've got this is the pattern that has been chosen, and these are the sample materials that have been chosen, and this is the invoice of how much it's going to cost to make up this dress. This is a dress. This dress in these materials, and it's pinned on the cork board ready for the seamstress to get to work, and the back of it also has the company name, which was the top bit of the invoice, and I love this one. So for the first time ever, I have done two for one of the things. One very different This one, which I really wasn't happy with at all, as you know. And then this one that I absolutely love and was what I wanted. I hadn't got as far as thinking about this pattern at the back or the cork note board, but I wanted to collage something on here. And as soon as I saw her, I wanted her on there, and she wasn't going to fit on there in this instance because it was going to cover up the label. But I absolutely love this one. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again with another Margarete Miller that maybe I will love or maybe I will hate. But next time I really hate one, I might just do another one, because I do know I've got some feet. See, I'm able to do that because that was 28 and I've still not got to the end of this book. So I knew I had enough page to do another one. So I did another one. And I love it. If I was doing this in a journal, I might put a border, like a wooden border around that. But then quite often, I mean, this is, I love the fact this one's got the colours through it, because it just kind of speaks of, it almost looks like threads that have been caught on it with all these bits, samples of, you know, they've ended up catching threads. Right, okay, stop rattling, because they've already got a long video. Thank you for watching anyway. Bye for now. Keep crafting.